Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things having to do with sales and scaling and growing businesses. On today's video, we're going to be discussing the 6 characteristics of the top 1% closers. Guys, over the course of the last 20 years, I've been able to participate in training and hiring thousands of sales reps, and these inevitably are what I feel like are the top characteristics that really come from top performers. If you're wanting to be one of those top performers, you guys, pay attention, learn how to implement these kind of characteristics inside of your life, inside of your sales processes, and it's going to help you to be able to improve your overall closing rates. Let's jump into the training, you guys. As always, grab a piece of paper and a pencil and take down some notes. Let's jump into this one. All right, you guys, so let's go over the characteristics of the top 1% sales reps. The first one I would say that comes to my mind after managing and running sales teams and training a lot of high ticket sales reps is they have a very short-term memory. Their highs get too highs. They don't let their lows get too lows. If they don't close a deal, they're able to pick themselves up, move on, and actually go into the next sales presentation with energy, but they have very, very short-term memory as to the outcomes that's happening, but they're able to stay mentally sharp and focused inside of each sales process. That's probably the first one. Number 2, the second characteristic is that they are as good of a listener as they are at actually asking questions. So many people inside of sales just feel like they've got to ramble, talk a ton. I tend to do this, as you can actually tell, but I've also learned the art of actually shutting up and just listening and engaging with the person as they're actually speaking. That's probably the second characteristic that I've noticed in the sales reps that have the highest closing rate. They're very, very good at listening first. They're also very good at asking follow-up questions based off of what they've heard to show the prospect that they're engaged, listening, and they're actually controlling the conversation. All right, you guys, so number 3, I would say that the top 1% of closers know how to be able to control the conversation without being offensive or rude. They're able to lead somebody down a pathway, controlling the conversation, staying in the driver's seat, knowing that they have what the prospect actually needs, but they do it in a way, I guess this is probably considered charisma. They actually are able to do it without offending people. They're a guide. They're leading them through this pathway with the questions that they're actually asking the people in a natural conversational way. Top 1% of closers understand how to do this very, very well. All right, you guys. So number 4, the top 1% understand that their products or services is the desired outcome. It's not the prospect's money to close or sell the deal. It is their service or it is their outcome, which should be what is actually desired. They're the ones in control of it. They're the ones that actually dictate who they provide this product or services for. And the top 1% of closers or sales reps understand that framework and they hold it very, very strong and with conviction that their product or service is the outcome or is the solution to that business's or person's problem. Number 5, top 1% closers understand that objections are just simple obstacles that they have to overcome with the prospect in order for them to actually move forward. They do not get hung up on objections that are thrown out to them by business owners. They just simply hear that. They're able to isolate it. They're able to go through logical solutions and emotional ones to help them to move forward towards their goals, not the sales reps, but their goals, and to simply just help them to problem solve when it comes to objections. They do not look at them as major problems. They just simply look at them as what do they need to do to solve that particular problem in order for the prospect to move forward. And number 6 characteristic of a top 1% closer is that they make it simple and easy for people to move forward. I can't emphasize this enough. The more complex that your sales process actually makes it, the harder it is that you're going to actually sell somebody. Getting started on this is super simple and easy. What we're going to do is this, then this, then this. Then we're going to make sure that you have all of these things, and then we're going to do this. You cannot overcomplicate somebody moving forward when it comes to a close or a sales process. The easier that you make it for prospects to transact or to give you money for your products and services is a characteristic that the top 1% of closers or sales reps actually have. They don't have this overly top drawn out process. Once the prospect is a good fit, they make it simple and easy for them to move forward and to do business and actually close the deal. Those are the characteristics. If you have those characteristics, you guys, you're definitely the top 1%. If you don't have those characteristics, you need to work on your closing game. Those are the characteristics that are needed in order for you to be a high income earner, especially in the high ticket sales space. As always, you guys, if you have any questions or comments, put them below. Looking forward to helping you get your closing rate to where it needs to be. Talk to you soon.